Okay, there we go. Welcome to Verbling. Hello, I'm Teacher Oakley. And for the next hour, be prepared for anything. It's time for another totally random questions class in which I will be changing topics, I will be changing verb tense, and asking you various questions on a completely wide and random variety of questions. They may be description questions, opinion questions, or any sorts of general questions. And I will often have follow-up questions. Okay, so time to be on your toes, some good English-speaking practice. And of course, as always, I'll be giving you, hopefully, helpful feedback. Hello again, Nader. Hi there. Hi, Nader. Okay. And hello to Ayup. Wait.
Ayup. Yes.
Ayup. Is that right?
Yeah. Yes, Ayup.
It's a miracle. Okay. Terrific. Okay. Ayup, where are you from?
I'm from Turkey.
Okay.
I live in Istanbul.
Okay. Terrific. Welcome to the class.
Okay.
Nice to have you aboard. Hello, Cornell. Hi there.
Hi, Oakley. How are you? Nice to see you.
Nice to see you too. I'm well, thanks. How are you doing?
I'm okay, more or less, thank you.
Good answer. More or less. All right, and hello again, Nader. Are you connected?
Hello.
This time? There we
Yes,
go.
it's the
Awesome.
curse of the name, you know.
What? Okay, that you dictate my first question. Nader, do you know what the curse of the Bambino is?
No. That was a
No.
question?
That's a question I have. If you know what it is. Just said curse of the Bambino.
No.
No. Okay. All right. I thought that's what I heard. I thought you said the curse of the Bambino. There is such
No,
a
but
thing.
if I say so. No, I said the curse of the name because you said my name and I was disconnected.
Okay. You said the curse of the Bambino. It should be the Bambino, by the way. Well, just so you know, a little cultural education for you. There's such a thing as the curse of the Bambino. This is related to baseball. Okay, Nader, have you ever heard of Babe Ruth?
No.
No, really. How about Ayup or Cornell? Have you ever heard of Babe Ruth? Either one of you guys.
Sorry, could you
No.
please repeat the question because I was checking the Bambino on the internet and it belongs to a baseball. So
Yeah,
I have
baseball.
I haven't any knowledge regarding baseball because
Okay.
it is not a common sport in Europe.
So you guys have no idea what this is. Okay, well, here's a slice of American culture that every American knows very well, that you may hear referenced. Okay, now you will know what they're talking about. Okay, Babe Ruth was originally a Boston Red Sox player. He is probably the best, most fabulous player ever. And he is bygone era, we're talking 90 years ago, long time ago. He was a player that had a ridiculous amount of home runs. It took 60 years for anyone to break his record in home runs. He was also a pitcher. He had pitching records for ever. He still has some records in baseball, even though he was a long time ago. Fabulous player, a Michael Jordan of baseball, if you will. In any case, the Red Sox, foolishly, the Red Sox, my favorite baseball team, as a matter of fact, traded Babe Ruth to the New York Yankees, my most hated baseball team. Strong rivalry, yes.
There is a famous film about the baseball. I don't know the title, but actress is Brad Pitt.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Moneyball or
Oh,
I don't know.
Moneyball. Sure,
Yeah.
Moneyball. That's a great movie about Oakland A's. Sure. There's a lot of baseball movies. But in any case, they traded Babe Ruth to New York Yankees. New York Yankees went on to win 47 World Series over the next 86 years. In that same amount of time, the Boston Red Sox won 0 World Series. Before that, Boston Red Sox had won about 8 or 9. And then suddenly they didn't win another one for 86 years until 2004, I believe. In any case, that's the curse of the Bambino. It was a curse because they foolishly traded the best player ever in baseball. They traded him to their rivals, and thus they were cursed to not win another World Series for 86 years. That's the alleged curse of the Bambino, just so you know.
So is it only related to baseball or?
Only strictly related to exactly this story. But it's used as a cultural reference. If somebody's had an amazing amount of bad luck after they made a crucial decision, all right, they made a crux decision, and then they have huge bad luck afterwards, then we would say, oh, it's the curse of the Bambino. So it's culturally, it's gone on to be more like an idiom for the idea of making a big decision and then just failing after. So you may hear this referenced in things like American movies and television shows and so forth.
Yes. Thank you for sharing that.
Sure, yeah, it's interesting. It's a strange thing, but all Americans know it, but of course nobody else knows about this. Okay. Wow, a whole bunch of folks have joined us here. Let me welcome them. Hello, Alexandra. How are you?
Hello, teacher. Fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm good. Nice to see you again. Also, we have Owner. Is that right? Honor?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. How should I pronounce your name, sir?
It's Onur.
Honor. Like that? Honor. Okay. Thank you. Where are you from, Honor?
I'm from Turkey.
Oh, okay. Great. One of your compatriots is here. All right. Nice to have you with us.
Thank you.
Okay. And I'd also like to welcome Perla.
Hello.
Hello, Perla. Hi.
Hi.
How are you today?
Fine, thank you.
I'm okay. I'm okay. I can hear you, but your audio is a little echoey. Hello, whoa, whoa, whoa. How are you?
Sorry.
It's okay. You sound like you're talking to me from the shower or something.
I'm not in the shower.
Okay. Well, thank goodness for that. You could be electrocuted. No one wants that. All right. Stay safe, Perla. Okay. And hello to Ken. Hey, Ken.
Yes, hello, how are you?
I'm good. How are you doing today?
Yes, I'm fine, thank you.
Terrific. Okay. Totally random questions. Let's get started. A up.
Random questions about?
Well, let's start. A up. Do you own a car?
Not actually. I have a motorcycle.
A motorcycle.
Yes.
Better. Are you very strict about maintenance to your motorcycle?
About maintenance?
Yes, doing maintenance to your motorcycle. Do you change the oil every 10,000 miles? Do you
Oh yeah.
get a tune-up
Yes,
every?
absolutely. Every week I'm making its control, and I'm taking it in mission service.
All right. Okay. How often do you wash your motorcycle?
Approximately once in a 2 week. 2 weeks.
Once every 2 weeks? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Once every other week.
Once every other week.
Okay. Last random question. Would you trade your motorcycle for another one?
Actually, I bought my first motorcycle about 5 years ago, and each year I'm changing it. This is my 5th one, and I'm thinking about next year I'm going to change it because each year I'm buying a better one, the powerful one, more powerful.
More powerful. Okay. I like that you started with actually. Well, okay. Funny you should mention that. Actually. That's good. All right. Each year I buy another one. You can use just present simple tense because it would seem that this is a regular behavior for you.
Yes.
So present simple tense. Okay. Thank you. All right. Interesting. Okay. Cornell. Cornell,
Yes.
have you ever had to give a speech?
Could you please repeat the question? Have you ever?
Have you ever had to give a speech?
What kind of speech?
I don't know, any kind. Maybe an acceptance speech for accepting an award, or I don't know, maybe a speech like a type of presentation.
Yes, I have. I gave some presentation regarding degree in the university in 2013 because I graduated from University of Pannonia as an economist in that year, and I also gave some presentation towards our customers in my previous workplace.
Okay, so I'm a little confused. Tell me about this first one. What were you giving a speech for exactly, and can you describe how did it go?
For example, I can tell you example regarding university. The subject was project management, and we got we worked in a group, and we got English text, and we have to create a presentation as a exam. Yeah.
Ah, okay. All right.
In English. In English.
In English, as a group.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the presentation was shared individually.
I see. And so, how did it go? Did you do well? Were you
it was perfect because our mark was 5.
5 out of 5.
Yeah, 5.
Okay. Well, that's not bad. Okay. Good job.
It is the best mark in Hungary regarding education.
5. Yeah. Okay. Terrific. Okay. What do you attribute your success in the speech to?
The success depends on many factors, for example, my strength is I am proactive. It is very important and crucial to have a proper background information in advance to give a perfect presentation or something like that.
Preparation. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. All right. Very good. Thank you. I want to move on to Alexander. Alexander?
Yes.
Alexander, how often do you get sick?
Very rare. When sick, when I lie in the bed and can walk it, maybe 1 per 5 years, I think.
Okay, once
but,
every 5 years. You would say.
Yes, but if a little bit, maybe some sore throat and cough, it's maybe 1 per 2 years. Not strong.
Okay. A very common way to say that is once every 5 years or once every 2 years. We don't normally use per in a more. We use per more when we're talking about statistics or money or talking numbers. But if we're talking more casually, once every. I go to the movies about once every month, for example, more casually. Okay. Once every 5 years. Why? That's fairly rare.
Yes, I think it's mostly because of my my health that I inherited from my parents. Actually, I don't do anything anything special for it.
Okay. Good. You inherit from your parents. Yeah, you inherit physical things from your parents. Yeah, and actually, truly, immunity from disease or ability to a strong immune system. That's your ability to fight sickness, illness is your immune system. So, yes, an immune system can be inherited for sure, weak or strong. All right, good genes. Great. Alexander, do you have any children?
No, not yet.
Oh, you need to be passing on those genes. You need to get on that. Yeah. Homework.
Yes.
Yeah, make some children. Yeah. Make the world stronger. You go. Get busy. Okay. More random questions. Honor.
I have.
Okay, Honor. I want you to tell me about. I want you to describe the last time you broke something. When was the last time you broke something? Take a second and think about it. When was the last time you broke something? How did you do it? What happened?
I broke the tray table yesterday.
Yesterday.
Yesterday, I broke things a lot, but I was carrying it in my hand. I was going to the kitchen, and things happened. Yes.
Okay.
It was nothing special because I do things like this a lot, I guess.
Okay. Now, wait a minute. I was going to the kitchen. I was carrying it under my arm. When?
Yesterday evening.
How did you drop it? Did you
bump
it? Hit it?
I guess I was thinking something else, and I wasn't holding it very tight.
Okay.
So it dropped.
Okay. Was it really worth any money?
Well, not really, but it's a gift from my friend.
Oh, uh-oh.
But she isn't a very special friend, so it's not very important, actually.
Okay.
Now that we don't talk.
All right. So you were thinking about something else. We normally say I was thinking something else. I was thinking about something else.
Okay.
Would be more accurate for that situation. All right.
All right.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you're all right. In any case. All right. Okay. Taking it over to Ken. Ken. Ken, if you go to an amusement park, what are you more likely to do? Go on a scary roller coaster ride, or go eat a hot dog, or go watch? Oh, Ken had to leave. That's right, I forgot. Perla, are you back? Perla, are you there? Perla, are you there? Okay. I guess not. Perla, hello? No. Perla, I can see you've unmuted yourself, but I cannot hear you at this time. Sorry, may have to try again. I saw you left and came back. Maybe you can try again, and I'll catch you. I'll catch you later. Okay, Ken's still out. Okay. All right, Nader, I'll take it over to you. Nader? Nader?
Yes.
Random question. What is the wildest animal that you have ever touched with your own hands in real life?
It was a big turtle underwater. What do you call the water turtle?
Well, they're turtles. The land ones are sometimes called tortoises.
Mm-hmm.
A tortoise is usually a land turtle, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, a big turtle in the ocean?
Not in the ocean, in the sea. So I was snorkeling and I've touched it. I was a bit afraid, actually, because it was coming towards me. Then and I didn't know how to swim well. But anyway, I touched it. It was a nice experience for me.
That's cool. Very cool.
Yes, because it was a very big one, and they said this the people who took us to this place. They said, please don't touch it. Please, it's like they have one turtle, they know its place, so they are bringing people to this place. So I guess they are afraid that if people keep touching it, it will run away, and they will not have anything to show people. So
all right.
I guess this is a kind of a business to them.
All right. But you had no choice. The turtle.
Yes, it was coming to me. So it was like I was defending myself. Not I was trying to.
That's kind of cool. That's pretty cool. Have you ever experienced dolphins at the beach?
Yeah, I've watched dolphins, but I didn't touch. I've watched dolphins twice in 2 different places, or in 2 different countries.
Oh yeah.
I have to say, I have watched. I've watched dolphins in Egypt, and I've watched the dolphins in Bahrain. It was a close encounter in Bahrain, to be honest. But I didn't touch it.
Okay.
They were very, very close to us.
All right.
But I've watched the dolphins. What do you call if you see like 3 dolphins are swimming together?
several dolphins swimming together?
Yes, like fleet or.
I believe they're called a pod. I believe whales and dolphins are called a pod, like a school of fish, a herd of antelope. I believe a pod of dolphins is the correct terminology.
I've seen like three, I guess. They were doing this famous jump.
Oh, really? That's cool. Very cool. Were you in the water at the time or on the beach?
No. I was on the beach.
Okay.
I was just. They were not close. When I saw this pod, what do you call it?
Pod. Yeah.
Pod of dolphins. I was not. They were far from us.
Interesting. I've experienced that once in Florida, as a matter of fact, and we walked down the beach to see what the dolphins would do, and they basically just kept pace with us. We walked a half a kilometer, and they just stayed. They weren't that close. I mean, they were close enough to see them pretty clearly, but not that close. You know, we were on the beach. I don't know, 20 meters maybe, 15, 20 meters, whatever. But we walked a long way down the beach. It was winter, so it was abandoned. There was nobody around. Absolutely no one on the beach but myself and some friends. And we walked for at least a half a mile, and the dolphins just kept staying with us as we went along.
Yeah, that's very, very cool.
I mean, it was obvious they were staying with us. It wasn't random. There's no way it was random. Interesting.
I guess they are enjoying your company.
I guess. I don't know. Okay. Perla, did you manage to get connected, or you?
I'm here.
Oh, you are. There you are. Okay. Perla, I'm sorry, I've forgotten. I believe we've met before, but I can't remember where you're from. Where are you from?
Oh, this is my first time here.
Oh, is it? Okay.
I am from Mexico.
Ah, okay. Terrific. Welcome to the class.
Thank you.
Okay, Perla. Perla, when is the last time you went dancing?
I don't dance here. Maybe when in my graduation, when I graduated from the high school, so long time ago.
You're not supposed to tell us that.
Yeah, well,
a long time.
Yeah, like I don't know, 7 years ago. Yeah.
Okay. All right. And so, are you a good dancer or a bad dancer?
I think that
average.
I have to. I'm a bad dancer.
You're a bad dancer.
I don't know. In Spanish, we say that we have two left legs, or
two left legs. In English,
something like that. Yeah.
In English, we say two left feet. It's very common.
Yeah. Two
left feet. Yeah, it's a very common expression.
I'm not a good dancer.
For saying that you can't dance well. Okay. Do you have any musical ability? Can you sing or play an instrument?
Well, I can play the guitar.
Oh, really?
The acoustic guitar. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Well, I'm learning, but I like it.
Okay. You want to go get it? Play us a little song?
I'm shy.
That's okay. I'm just kidding. You don't have to do that. Okay. What famous song are you trying to learn?
I like Coldplay.
Oh, there you go. Cool.
Because their songs are easy to play. So I'm learning with that. And I like also Radiohead.
What's that?
That Radiohead. It's, rock
Okay.
rock music.
Who is it again?
Radiohead.
Radiohead. Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Radiohead. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. I'm a loser. What the hell are you doing here? I
Yeah.
don't belong here. Okay. Yeah. Rock on.
Yeah,
Okay. Oh, that's cool. Interesting. Thanks. By the way, thanks Cornell for addressing Alexander. I wasn't ignoring you. I was just finishing up my discussion. So what have we learned? I didn't look at the links. Cornell, what have we learned about turtles and tortoises? What is the difference?
Nothing. I have yeah, nothing. I have just checked the link for Alexander.
Okay.
The turtle is a small species.
Okay.
Tortoise, it's giant and big.
Okay. But it has nothing to do with land or sea?
Really? I think every can swim, but tortoise, I think it's more in ocean and sea.
Yeah. Okay.
But turtle also can swim because my friend has turtle and it can swim.
Okay. All right. Interesting. Speaking of turtles, Galapagos, maybe they're tortoises. Galapagos tortoise, I don't know. The really, really big ones. I saw once in the San Diego Zoo. They were cool. They were really cool. They're probably the coolest animal I've ever seen in the zoo. Ayub, have you ever been to the zoo?
Yes, sure.
All right. What was? Look out, Ayub. Police are coming. Okay. What was the coolest animal? Just kidding. What was the coolest animal you saw in the zoo? What was
the coolest animal? Actually, I don't much like animals, and I think the only animal I love is horse, because I cannot touch the other ones. Just I only can touch the horse, and I can ride it.
Okay. And you can ride a horse. You know how?
Yes, I learned it before, and I can touch a dog, and I can touch a cat, a bird, and that's why I don't hate them, but I don't like the other animals, I think.
Okay. You just don't want to touch them?
No, I don't. I'm scared of them, actually.
Oh, okay. All right.
But horse, I don't.
Not a horse.
I love them.
Yeah, horses are great. Have you ever seen a horse? My cousin had horses back in the United States. He did many things, but one of his great multitude of jobs, he had horses, and he would take big trees out of the forest to make lumber or wood, and he used these enormous horses. They were 17 or 18 hands high. Do you know what that means? 17 hands.
Whoa.
Yeah, they were
actually,
enormous.
2 years ago, I was in United States, and in Iowa, the state of Iowa, and there was a fair, and I think they said the biggest horse in the world is in the fair. I couldn't see it, but they showed me its picture, and it was really, really huge.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's some horses that are enormous. And the amount of power they had. He had a team, 2 horses, and they would pull out logs that you would just, like heavy equipment would never get that out of the forest. Up the hill, through the mud, through other bushes and stuff, and the horses would have chains, and they would pull like 3 or 4 logs at a row, and you would just be, my mouth would be open like, what? There's no way. It's not possible. Crazy.
About their speed you're talking about?
What's that? I'm talking about, I don't know, I can't remember the type of horse, but really enormous. And they were used for logging, actually, for pulling logs out of the woods.
What does that mean?
Logging? Cut down a tree. A very big, huge, round tree. Cut down a tree. Cut it down and drag it out of the forest to make wood for building things.
Whoa.
So, in rough terrain where you can't even get a tractor, or a bulldozer or a backhoe, you can't get equipment like that on a mountainside, for example. They use horses. And it's really quite amazing to watch. Really.
Which part did you say?
Sorry?
Which part in America did you say? They are not using machines?
Oh, this happens all over in America, but this particular, I was in Vermont where I was raised, which is a very mountainous. It's very mountainous. And in certain times of the year, the spring and the fall, it's very wet. You can't drive heavy equipment through there. It's just not really possible.
So they are using horses, right?
Yeah, that's right. So
that's something good, actually.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. It's impressive. I don't know. So anyway, very impressive what horses can do. How powerful they really are. Right. There's a reason they call it horsepower, right?
Yes, I think so. And when you ride it, if you are able to ride so fast, for example, more than 20 miles in an hour, it is much more better to ride, and it makes really fun.
Yeah, it sure does. Yeah, I agree. My sister had a horse when I was young, but I'm the one who had to feed it and groom it and take care of it and muck it out the stall, clean the stall. My sister's very, very lazy. It was really my horse, but it was her horse.
Actually, in Turkey, the horses are very expensive.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm young yet. I can buy one about 10 years later, but I will absolutely buy one.
In the United States, they have a program because there are wild horses in the West, in the United States. Periodically, I don't know, once a year or something, they collect a bunch of these horses because if there's too many, they'll overgraze and they'll die anyway, or they'll be, I don't know, eaten by wolves. I don't know. But they sell them to the public very cheap, like $150 or something.
Really?
Yeah, and these are wild Pintos, Arabians. Nice horses.
Wow.
Impressive horses. But they're wild. You have to break them and all that. So
you can learn it.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Because it's so cheap.
Yeah, it's going to take some work. I when I lived in the U.S., I considered doing that several years. I thought about doing that, and then no, I just don't have the time to train a horse. I don't really. Anyway, it's fun to talk to you about horses. I also like horses a lot.
I think I'm going to come to US to buy a horse and
Yeah,
I will ride it to Turkey.
There you go. Absolutely.
Because they are so cheap
Good
in there.
idea. All right. Great. Okay. Let me talk to Ken for a minute. Ken, you're finally back.
Yes. Hello.
Hello, Ken. If
Mhm.
Random question: if you go to an amusement park,
Mhm.
what are you likely to do? Go on a roller coaster?
Mhm.
Go on a more tame ride? Find something to eat?
Mhm.
Or go watch an animal show? What are you likely to do?
Uh, I don't like crowded place and I don't like roller coaster, so I prefer to go to the theme park which has a nature atmosphere. In one theme park, actually American base camps used to be there, so they have a large land there,
Hmm.
very close to the ocean, and that large land nowadays, the animals are, how can I say, are not in the cage. Animals are there, just hanging around the park. So when I walk that park, I can encounter peacock or some animals which I only see in the cage. Yeah, such kind of thing, yeah, very attractive to me.
Ah, okay. Lions and tigers.
No, no, lion tiger, not such kind of animal. That's scary.
Cool.
Kind of, yeah. Wild animals, but yeah, it's not so dangerous animal.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. Obviously not.
And
Lions.
the park rent a bicycle. So if I am tired, I can rent a bicycle to ride around. I don't know, hanging around or not
To
walking.
ride around. Yeah, to
Yeah,
ride
ride
around.
around. Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, I like. And beside the park, aquarium is there, so yeah,
Really?
I can go to the aquarium too. Yeah.
Where is this park? What is this park called?
It's my 海の中道 it's Japanese, so 海の中道海浜公園. That means kind of a narrow path, like the Florida's Key West, like thing is here. The narrow path connects to the island closest to
Ah,
the city.
okay. I
So
see.
yeah, that narrow path is called Umi no Nakamichi. That means the road in the ocean, road in the sea.
Oh, okay.
And
Ah,
road in the
cool.
sea, seaside park. Maybe that's the translation of English. Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Well, that sounds awesome. It sounds like I would like to do that. Cool.
Mm, yeah.
Neat.
So somewhat a bit American-like feeling because of the maybe impression of the American base camp used to be there. So large,
Hmm.
long field or something like that. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Interesting. In my city, we have an ex-American base as well. So I know what you mean. There's like in the middle of nowhere, there's giant athletic fields, like an enormous football pitch, like in the middle of nowhere.
Oh,
Weird.
that reminds me of the movie The Field of Dreams. Kevin
Yeah.
Costner.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Baseball
It's
field, middle
true.
of nowhere.
It's true. There's no baseball fields here in the Philippines, and there's a baseball field, there's a football field, like American football field, and yeah, it's weird. Tennis courts, like 8 tennis courts, like in the middle of nowhere.
Is it
Strange.
here or in America? Probably in America.
No. This is here in the Philippines.
Oh, really? I see. Wow.
Yeah, back in 1992, the Filipinos, they kicked out all the American military bases.
Right. Same
They told them
here.
to leave. Yeah.
Because even the Vietnam War era, anti-Vietnam War happened, and so mainland. That's why not completely, but American base camp was reduced because of such a people's protest. So
Right.
that's why Okinawa have a 90% of American base camp now, because Okinawa people at that time, they don't have a government. American government kind of ruling Okinawa at that time, so
Right.
they cannot resist. So still, it's a problem now in Japan. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Controversial.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm.
That's something good to talk about
Mm.
another time. Let me roll on and talk to Alexander for a minute here. Alexander,
Yes, yeah, I'm here.
random question. What is the worst tasting thing you have ever eaten?
Yeah, I remember. It was blue cheese. Actually, I have no idea how people eat it. It's
Oh, I love
gross.
blue cheese.
Yes, many love. I know. It's my friend suggest me eat it, and it was. I didn't swallow it. I split it because it's very
Spit it
awful.
out.
Spit it out.
Yeah.
I just cannot even chewing.
Okay. Okay. My friend suggested I eat it. You wouldn't say he suggested me. He suggested to me to eat it, or he recommended to me to eat it.
I'll just suggest. Actually, in my grammar, it's says that I shouldn't add to after suggest.
No, not necessarily true. I suggested to him, particularly in reporting speech, but other cases, sure, it's very normal to say I suggested to him that he needed a bath. Okay, for example, we're following it with a relative clause. I suggested that he try it. We often follow suggest that for an action. My friend suggested that I try blue cheese. That might be a better way. He suggested to me that I should try blue cheese. You can say to after suggest. Suggest or recommend. You should not use to after advise. You advised to me. No, I advised him, he advised me. Don't say to after advised. Suggest or recommend, it's okay. Recommend to do something. He recommends something to me. Very common. He suggested something to me. Max. Hi Max, by the way. Not egg on me. Reverse that around a little bit. Egg me on. Okay, if a person eggs you on, they try to convince you, cajole you, pester you until you do something. They egg you on. Egg on. This is a phrasal verb where we have to separate the word and the particle, the preposition. Egg someone on. You can't egg on someone. It always has to have the object noun in the middle. But good turn of phrase, a very idiomatic phrasal verb. You egg someone on, you push them, you try to convince them to do something. Hi Max, by the way. Totally random question. Max, what have you been doing? Are you there? No. Okay. Okay. All right. Back to Cornell. Cornell, when I say, you say.
Yes.
When I say.
Sorry, there is a Hoover background in the house. Sorry.
Okay. Somebody's
It's
back.
okay.
Well,
Yeah,
I can't hear it. It's all right. When I say the word fun, what do you think of first, Cornell?
fun.
Fun. F-U-N.
Yeah,
Fun.
it is clear. It is. I remember a funny situation, for example, and it is it is it is a happier thing than it was sad. It was a bad mood, for example. So yeah, that's all.
Okay. All right. Ow. But fun.
Or I am thinking
Funny situation.
I am thinking of a joke, for example.
All right. So when I say fun, you think of funny. Because,
Yeah, fun,
of course,
yeah.
fun and funny are two different things.
Yeah,
Funny things can be fun.
yeah, I am also thinking of good entertainment,
Okay.
like fun.
Well, what for you is good entertainment? What do you consider good entertainment?
I am a huge football fan, so I like watching football and playing football. So it is a good entertainment and good event for me. For
Okay.
example,
Have you ever?
it is similar regarding you like watching baseball, for example.
Right. Okay. Have you? Let's combine both ideas. Have you ever seen something very funny happen when you were playing or when you were watching football? Have you ever seen something really crazy and funny?
There are many funny situations in football because for example players miss the chance
Mm-hmm.
in front of the goal. Yeah, it could be funny.
Yeah. And sometimes amazing shots are kind of funny too. I don't know. How did he do that? Come on. Okay. Have you ever, Cornell? Have you ever met a famous football player?
Could you please repeat it? Have you?
Have you ever met a famous football player?
Not yet. Not yet.
Oh, there's time. You can. You should. You must.
Yeah.
Okay.
I am waiting for the chance to meet somebody.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, you should. You can go to a game and jump down on the field. Introduce yourself before you're arrested. Okay. Hey, up. How about you? Have you ever met a famous person before?
A famous person. Actually, in our country, he's famous as a football player. And he was my friend in my middle school. We were together like 8 years, but we are not talking right now because he's most famous now. One of the most famous football player in our country.
Okay.
And,
That's
actually,
cool.
we were really good friends in middle school. But then when he started to be famous and crowded population with him, we cut the communication.
Okay. So he started to be popular. He started to be
Yes,
Mr. Cool.
yes, and being popular broke him.
Yeah. The classic. All right.
Yeah, classic story.
Classic story. Absolutely. Okay. I see.
Mhm.
Right. Okay. Uh, okay. Okay. So, we only got a couple minutes. Alexander, how about you? Who's the most famous person you ever met?
The most famous. It's only in Russia. I worked in clubs and casino when I was young, so I met many Russian celebrities. I
Oh,
think
cool.
you don't know them, but in Russia they are very popular. It's mostly singers
Okay.
and showmen.
All right. Cool. Maybe I do. You don't know.
No,
You don't know what I know. Okay. Okay.
Oh, I remember one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ashton Kutcher. Do you know him?
Ashton Kutcher? Really?
Ashton Kutcher, yes. And
Yes. Not personally.
yeah, 2 years ago I was in America. I was in the United States, in Iowa, and I think he's from Iowa. And
Yes.
I was working in a pizza store, and he came to buy a pizza there, and I was cashier. I met him there.
Far out.
And he's a really tall person. He's really tall.
He is.
Mhm.
The first thing I would say to him, "Hey, dude, where's my car?" I couldn't wait. I'd love to meet Ashton Kutcher. Totally.
Yeah, I directly said to him, "I admire your Butterfly Effect movie."
Oh, great. Funny. Cool.
Yeah.
That's a good one. All right, that's a good note to leave the class on. We're out of time. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you too.
Cornell wants to know, did you get his signature? Did he sign something for you?
Me?
Yeah.
No, actually, I didn't remember.
Good for you.
I didn't remember to take something.
Yeah. Forget that. Who cares?
We take a picture.